Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, after watching this video, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In that way, you will be able to know when we upload a new video. I want to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform which we are using to disseminate information to the members of the public. At the same time, I want to put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, I do not promote violence, I do not promote hate speech, I do not promote misleading information. Myself, I don't like it. We react to all forms of videos. So, I also want to remind YouTube that a call for self-determination is never a call for war.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. This is the 4th day of August 2023. And my message today goes to Ese Academy. And I'm going to speak in Igbo language. Ese Academy. Ihe a gị na-eji ọfọ na-apịgharị ga-eri isi gị. Achọrọ m ka m gwa gị ụbọchị nke taa na iburugo aka enwe nọ n'ofe. Iburugo aka enwe nọ n'ofe. Aka enwe nọ n'ofe ka ịbụ. Ọ bụrụ na ịkwụsị ụzọ ahụ ị na-aga, ọ ga-eri isi gị. Biafra ka anyị na-anụ ọgụ ya, ọgụ nwere onwe ka anyị na-anụ. And Biafra karịrị gị nwa. Biafra karịrị gị karịa eze niile nọ n'ala Igbo. Ọ bụrụ na ịkwụsịrọ ihe a eji ọfọ na-akpọ gị na-agagharị, a na-atịrị na ego na akaụntụ, ọ ga-eri isi gị. Mụnwa bụ Simon Ekpa na-agwa gị na ọ ga-eri isi gị. Ka m fụkwa unu again na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sịrị nke asị nke ọzọ. Chineke ga-akpọ unu nọ ncha niile ọkụ. Aguleri, jide na igwe unu, jidekwa na igwe unu. Amakwa m ihe nka ji agbachi nkịtị n'ihe gbasara ụmụ ndị Igbo a, maka igwe niile nọ na Igbo na-adịgo adulterated, ego na ego uhe unu bụ political igwe. This new generation of which Simon Ekpa is part of, anyị ga-akpụ unu isi welu bọtụrụ kpụ unu ncha niile isi one after the other. Ndị niile abụ ndị eze na-eji Abuja, gbarụkwa na ọgwụ unu ṅụọ. Onye ọbụla na-ekwe m anya n'anya. Ọ bụrụ ọzọkwa ihe a na-eme na mbụ ka a na-eme n'ugbu a. Igwe Aguleri, ihe abụ ga-abụ the last warning anyị na-enye gị. Biafra niile, anyị ga-esiri gị nri, anyị gaghị eriche ya. Ebe ahụ ị na-aga ụzọ adịrị ya. Ejiofor anaghị arapụta gị kịta. Mgbe ọ ga-esu, Ejiofor agaghị anọkwa dị ya. Ihe nche ịgwa gị today bụ wepụ aka enwe n'ofe tupu ọ aka mmadụ. Ndewo.
My people, you know, asa akara ọmane ọmara akara oge wisi n'ọhịa. The people where they talk to don't hear. It they surprise me that these people you are looking at here, their problem is to go and tell somebody that is incarceration, somebody inside incarceration, somebody inside solitary confinement, somebody unjustly detained, somebody unjustly brutalized, beaten, dehumanized, denied food, denied freedom, denied justice. They are not going to visit him because they want justice for him. They go to visit him because they want make he help them stop sit at home. You see how stupid some people they? Just look at them. Look at them. I don't care whether he be Igwe of Igwe or he be Igwe. Listen, that Igwe have allowed himself to be a puppet in the hands of the Fulani masters, and you will die a puppet in the hands of your masters. The same Ifeanyi Oba that knew whose private jet was used to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is the same person going to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. By the way, what makes you believe that these things you are looking at here now visited Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for real? What makes you believe? What makes you think that of real, yes, they visited Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Waiting be that. Show me one single proof. If anybody go give, go DSS, go snap picture, don't talk with the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Me and you know, say if I no like anybody, now money like. Even as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu still there inside DSS, if you ask Ifanyoba to sell him again, he go sell and give you collect money, put for pocket, because he's a criminal, unrepentant criminal. Look at them. Just look at their faces. Look at them. You made yourself a fool. You made yourself fools. Made yourself foolish puppets. No say puppets. Get some way, get control. Get some way, go the control right. They go back. They control them front. They go down. Now those kind of puppet distance be. Just look at them. Come on here, Jerry.
I hope that the comments I'm about to make will not offend the questioner too much and some people around here. I think there is a fundamental misstatement of the issue in the question. We can no longer continue to make policy for ourselves, in our country, in our region, in our continent, on the basis of whatever support the Western world or France or the European Union can give us. It will not work. It has not worked and it will not work. Our responsibility is to charter a path which is about how we can develop our nations ourselves. It is not right for a country like Ghana, 60 years after independence, to still have its health and education budgets being financed on the basis of the generosity and charity of European taxpayers. By now, we should be able to finance our basic needs ourselves. And if we are going to look at the next 60 years as a period of transition, a period whereby we can stand on our own feet, our perspective has not to be what the French taxpayer decides to do with whatever surpluses that they have in France. They're welcome. They're appreciated. Whatever interventions that the French taxpayer through their governments make to us are appreciated. We're not going to lick a gift horse in the mouth. But this continent, and with all that has happened, is still today the repository of at least 30% of the most important minerals of the world. It's a continent of vast, arable and fertile lands. It has the youngest population of any of the continents in the world. So it has the energy and the dynamism. We have seen it. These young men who are showing so much resilience and ingenuity in crossing the Sahara, finding ways to go across with rickety boats across the Mediterranean to those energies. We want to have those energies working inside our countries. And we're going to have those energies working in our countries if we begin to build systems that tell the young people of our country that their hopes, their opportunity are right here with us. Migration and the movement of people is being presented in a manner which suggests that somehow it's a new phenomenon. There's nothing new about it. It's as old as man, the movement of people. And it has always been linked to the same thing. The failure of where you are to provide you with an opportunity, so you move somewhere else. Those of you who are familiar with 19th century European history would know that the biggest wave of immigration in 19th century Europe, the latter part of it, came from Ireland and from Italy. waves upon waves, generations of Italians and the Irish people left their countries to seek the American paradise, largely because Ireland was not working, Italy was not working. Today, you don't hear it. Italian young people are in Italy. Irish young people are in Ireland. We want young Africans to stay in Africa. And how are they? And it means that we have to get away from this mindset of dependence. This mindset about what can France do for us. France will do whatever it needs to do for its own sake. And when those coincide with ours, tant mieux, as the French people say. But our main responsibility as leaders, as citizens, is what we need to do to grow our own countries. What are the institutions that work, that would allow us to have good governance, to have accountable governance, to make sure that the monies that are placed at the disposal of leaders are used for the interests of the state and not for those of the leaders, to have systems that allow for accountability, that allow for diversity, that allow for people to be able to express themselves and contribute to fashioning the public will and the public interest. Our concern should be with what do we need to do in this 21st century to move Africa away from being cap in hand and begging for aid, for charity, for handouts. The African continent, when you look at its resources, should be giving monies to other places. We have huge wealth on this continent, in our own country of Ghana. And we need to have a mindset that says, we can do it. Others have done it. We can also do it. And once we have that mindset, we will see it as a liberating factor for ourselves. We keep talking about how it was that Koreans, Malaysians, Singaporeans, who got their independence at the same time as us. We're told of that at the time of Ghanaian independence, per capita Ghanaian income was higher than that of Korea. Today, Korea is part of the first world. So is Malaysia. So is Singapore. What happened? Why did they make that transition? And 60 years after independence, we are where we are. Those are the matters that should concern all of us as Africans, as Ghanaians. And not, when I say so with the greatest of respect to the French president, I think that the cooperation of France is something that I am, as you know, a strong friend of France. I am Francophile. So I don't have any difficulty with that. But I'm talking about our own propulsion, what we need to do to get our countries to work so that we can create the conditions that would allow our young people to forego this hazardous effort to get to Europe. They're not going there because they want to. They're going there because they don't believe they have any opportunities in our countries. So that should be our focus. And I believe that with that if we change that mindset of dependence, that mindset which is contingent on aid and charity, we would see that in the decades ahead of us, the full flowering of the African peoples will take place. And that new African personality that was talked about at the time of our independence will become real and imminent in our times. That's what I'm saying. I hope that I'm not upsetting the questioner or even some of my friends who are here. But these are my strongly held beliefs. And that is the reason why I've adopted as the slogan of my presidency, of my period in the Supreme Office of Ghana, that we want to build a Ghana beyond aid, a Ghana which is independent, which is self-sufficient, that is capable of standing on its own feet and building its own life. We can do it if we have the correct mindset to do so. Mr. President, those are my contributions.
Si vous aviez besoin d'avoir la preuve qu'une nouvelle génération de leaders en Afrique croit dans une nouvelle histoire pour l'avenir et la jeunesse, vous venez de l'avoir. Pour ceux qui pensaient que ce n'était que les mots d'un président français parlant de l'Afrique. Il y a des leaders en Afrique qui veulent une nouvelle relation, qui veulent un avenir pour leur jeunesse dans leur pays, dans leur continent, qui qui le veulent parce que c'est ce qu'ils veulent écrire. Donc merci pour cela.
So, no, we'll be here forever. We'll be here forever. He has a lot of ideas and a lot of very positive things to say. And as you can see, I have my own things to contribute as well. So, let's bring it to an end. We're going to... Mr. Macron left Abidjan after a hectic morning, does not have anything to eat. He at least has to have that side of Ghanaian hospitality. So we're going to be able to leave it for him to go out.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.